Hello, we're here. I just wanted to talk about an important topic, which is cooperative care. This is really important because it can make your relationship with your dog a lot better. It makes doing things that may be unpleasant much easier, um, such as trimming nails. We also have Rama. Rama's Muzzle here because muzzles can be important for cooperative care as well. Going to the vet, the safety procedures. You never know if there's going to be an emergency. Might need to pop this on. Rama, come here. So, really easy. He likes his muzzle, but if you're introducing the muzzle, you would lure that through. Say if they didn't like the muzzle, if they found it aversive, I might start off by holding it out here and just feeding away from it until they were more comfortable. You basically want this to predict food. You want it to predict good things. So say he was uncomfortable, I'd start off rewarding him away from it. And then I'm just going to kind of lure his face into it as he becomes more comfortable. It's okay to use a lure. Now, if he didn't like this, I might start off by something easier that I can actually put the treat in with the bottom. I didn't actually bring anything out with me, so I mean, you can use something like this. I wouldn't suggest this because I'll probably eat it, but if you had like a little metal bucket, anything like that. Usually I use a little plastic cone, but it just it gets him used to putting his face in. You can add touch to it so they get used to touching the face into it, like touch. Not the best prop to use, but you get the idea. Just putting it in something that's kind of small that they get used to putting their face in, where you can throw the treats down, get them to eat it. You can add it on cue with a touch. And then I'm just going to show him this again. Once again, just kind of directly lure him through by placing those treats right in the bottom and feeding him through it. We want to do this really slow. It is conditioning, so I wouldn't want to rush this by closing it right away on him. I'd want to do this in several sessions. It is part of our weekly routine, or just a little training routine, so maybe like once a week I bring this out and just kind of go through the motions of making sure he's really comfortable putting his face in it. Once I see that, I might move it over here, touch, move it around a little bit. He's going to get rewarded if he actually puts his face into it willingly. That's why he likes it so much. And then as he's getting used to it, you can just start kind of moving this up around. This one does go over his ear, so it's a little more difficult. Clearly he doesn't really care. But I might take that off at first too, since that's a little more difficult. But since he doesn't really care, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on him. So there we go. Each of those steps is going to be really small, so I didn't clasp it. I just kind of played with the clasp a little bit. If he wasn't used to it, I'd be playing with this clasp while feeding him, so he gets used to that not being a big deal. Gradually, yeah, there he goes. He's still trying to eat that. As the sessions progress, I can actually close it. I would not be doing this in one session, but clearly he doesn't have a problem with it. So now he's wearing his muzzle. I can continue to feed him through it during these sessions. So, he looks pretty good. He doesn't mind it. We can practice him, once again, kind of wearing it for a little while, feed through it. Dropped her treats. He's like, my treat. I just kind of want you to see that he doesn't mind it. So you can see he looks nice. It's a basket muzzle. That's important because you can feed through it. They can breathe, they can drink, they can pant. With a basket muzzle, it does not actually push their mouth closed, which can be aversive. This is really not aversive. If I wanted him to walk in this, he'd have no problem with it. It is fitted right, so we want to just make sure that, it's not perfect, but it goes around his mouth. It would prevent him from, getting a little quick nip if he got scared. And then I take it off. We do the same thing, just let him get out of it. And then I might actually reward a couple times through it again, since he had to wear that for a minute, just to make sure he doesn't mind it and doesn't think like every time it's going to close on him. He's like, where's my treat? I put my face in it. There we go. So once again, I mean, working on this could be as simple as just getting out, showing it to them, having them voluntarily put their face in it while you treat, and then we'd be gradually, while treating, gradually kind of working this around, working on closing it. And each time just getting a little closer to that full behavior of having that on. And then when it's on, once again, we're not being stingy with treats. We want to make sure that's a really good experience. It's really rewarding, so that he always goes right to put it on. And he's, you know, it's no problems for him. He definitely doesn't mind at all. In fact, he's asking to put it on right now, so that he can get the good treats. And yeah, using good higher value treats is completely fine for things like cooperative care, because we want it to be always a really good experience. And just remember, it is a good idea to practice that regularly, because we never know when an emergency is coming up. We might be out of town, we might need to go to a new vet, he might get hurt. So it's always good to just, you know that we have that on us in case we ever need it. We want to plan for emergencies, so, you know, if he's in pain, you know, because he got an injury or something, that we'd always have that, you know, in our toolbox, that, you know, the muzzle is not going to add to it. He's not going to oppose putting that on. And that's it.